when the court says something is without merit, what does it mean?
Okay, basically means that the legal given consideration that the court ought to it has not been met.
Your line is not too clear, my brother.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
It basically means that the legal threshold that it ought to meet was not met, and by that the application must fail.
Now, yesterday, there was a unanimous decision against the injunction that the Chief Justice, the Chief Justice represented by the former Attorney General, sought to seek from the court. If you look at it retrospectively, would you say that the court did us all some good, or would you say otherwise?
You realize that it started off first with the supplementary. The reasoning of the court was that first with the supplementary, when they shut it down, they refused to be invited into dealing with issues that had to do with in-camera. And once, before I go to the point, you realize that the substantive matter before the court is also to determine whether in-camera or not. And the court felt that the supplementary would be a backdoor invitation into that, and by that it would refrain itself or decline that particular invitation. Now, when we interrogate the main application with injunction applications, which basically comes under Order 25 of CI 47, there are a number of or key elements that the court would look at. The court would have to consider the legal rights of the person. The court would have to look at the hardship. The court would have to look at the balance of convenience, irreparable damage. And in a situation where a constitutional duty is not being exercised, the court would have to look at whether an injunction application of that nature will suffice. In jurisprudence, every duty has a corresponding right. So where there's a constitutional duty being exercised, the court ought to realize or to ascertain whether the corresponding right which has arisen has any injury to be suffered. And if the court is of the conclusive opinion that that will not arise, then the court will decide otherwise, and that is what we saw.
I see. Now, following this decision by the court, what's next? What happens? Does the CJ go before the committee now?
You realize that the injunction applications has been dismissed. The CJ brought a substantive writ seeking certain interpretations. Those one would proceed. Once the injunction has been dealt with, there's nothing stopping the